Are you ready? No, I said, are you ready? Yes, Triple H used to be cool when he was in D-Generation X. He used to tell us to suck it, and now he just sucks. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And do you know what time it is? What do you want to talk about? Well, Cody Rhodes, we ain't talking about you. Yes, it's that time of game where we've got a bunch of WWE news, but none of it's important, none of it's relevant. Well, it's relevant enough for you to stay and watch the end of this video, but it's not relevant enough to make a full video on. So we're going to combine. You know, it's like a jigsaw, like a pizza. Who wants one slice of pizza? Nobody. But you can get six.
The Americans do. They actually.
I don't give a damn what the Americans want. Listen. One pizza, one slice isn't enough, but you can get 6 different flavors, and you can slice them and put them together, and that creates a whole. And that's what we're doing here with 6 different pieces of WWE news.
If this vid was a pizza, it would be cheese medley
with pineapple on top.
I don't mind pineapple.
Me too. To be fair, guys, let us know down below in the comments. Seriously, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I mean, I don't.
No, I'm no. But
if it's on, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick it off like some wee fanny. You know
like
what I mean?
The same way if it's on a burger, I still think it's nice.
Aye. Depends on the burger though. I mean, certain, like a Hawaiian burger, you know, like the Thousand Island sauce, pineapple and stuff. That's good shit. But I mean,
Piper Niven knows all about it.
Well, I mean, she's a few burgers and pizzas over the years. She probably takes the pineapple out though. That's too healthy. Pineapple's a fruit.
Has to be battered or something.
Aye, covered in chocolate or some shit like that. Anyway, guys, this video's covered in shit.
Deep fried fucking pineapple.
Chocolate brown.
Who eats a pineapple under the sea?
In no particular order here, we are going to start because we've got some major stars returning. We've got some major stars set for a push. And there could be a major star heading out the door with her WWE career coming to an end. Now, I get it. There is nothing major about Piper Niven, apart from the fact she's got a major fat ass and a fat gut. In fact, everything. Thighs, arms, head, you name it.
Shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Beans and toast, cheese on top. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, right, I'm sure Piper Niven doesn't discriminate against food. Well, you know what? We discriminate, unfortunately, when it comes to wrestling against fatties, because there's just no place in women's wrestling for a fat bastard like Piper Niven. Unless they're going to be booked like a monster, unless they're going to be booked like an Awesome Kong, then I can almost accept it. But see, when you're going to book a fat person and you're purposely just going to avoid their weight, I've got an issue with that.
Yeah, because you have to now in 2025. Everyone, all shapes and sizes.
I just hate how Nia Jax and Piper Niven, they're talked about as strong and powerful, and they're talked about as being difficult to eliminate in a Royal Rumble.
But why?
We're never told the reason why.
Why? Sure, you're working it. Why?
No, but they don't even have to say, because she's fat. But how many times would they say about the Big Show? He's 500 pounds.
He's big boned.
Oh, Fissura, he's 600 pounds. Or Yokozuna. How many times though would they mention the weight?
No.
Oh, how are they going to eliminate Khali? He's 7'2", 420 pounds. No, they never say that about a Piper Niven.
Never, ever.
And anyway, how many times do you see a fat fuck win the Rumble? Never. So,
I'm trying to think of the heaviest person that won the
Why
Rumble.
do they come out every year and go,
Show.
oh, no one's going to eliminate them?
The Big Show won the 2000 Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, I know, Rock's feet touched the floor, didn't they? Cheat. No, but seriously, I mean, do you not think it kind of discredits commentators? See any dumbass that turns around and says no one's going to be able to eliminate him? I would say, well, why didn't he win it last year? Or why didn't she win it last year?
Yeah, it was fun back in the day. See now, man, it's been 40 years of that shit.
Yeah, it's like, see the first Royal Rumble, see if Yokozuna waddles it, it's like, fair enough, I can accept it. And maybe you go, I can't believe he got... But see, when you get to like the 12th Royal Rumble, and the commentators are still persisting that there's no way Fat Guy A isn't going to win, when we've seen, we see fat guys every year get eliminated, it's like, come on.
Play the game, son.
Play the game. Anyway... Will Nia Jax be playing the game? And I don't know if that's a wee Triple H reference there, but it could be game over for Nia Jax as Mike Johnson of PW.
Piper Niven, mate.
What did I say?
Nia Jax.
Well, I wish they'd both. I mean, Nia Jax should have been fired a long time ago.
Yeah. You know what, man?
We need Scott Steiner to just cut a promo.
It stems back to the previous videos. Unfortunate for her, but she will not be missed. And that's the reality.
Yeah, so Mike Johnson of PW Insider gave an update. He says the WWE medical team are evaluating her. However, it's not looking good. and that the neck injury could be a potentially career-ending neck injury. He did say that they are, quote, trying to figure out the best course of action right now, end of quote, whatever that is. WWE have still not issued a statement. I think that sometimes when there's no statement being issued, that can mean that it is serious, and I mean that's why
It happened against Charlotte.
I think if it wasn't serious, though, there would have been an update by now.
I don't recall what happened. Do you?
I don't know. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not bother. I don't like to see. It's not a joking matter. She's still a fat bastard, but it's not a joking matter. Don't like to see anybody injured.
But like the last couple of months and years have been filled with injuries, botches, spots. I mean that Io Sky spot and Carrie Sane, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah, she could have fucking died. But all I will
see when the news broke though. I remember thinking, "Fuck, I wonder if she done that."
All I will say is, I remember she got a certain name change, and people says that a certain big nosed bastard was going to make her look good and was going to do something that McMahon could never do. Now tell me this, who had the better career? Piper Niven or Doudrop?
Doudrop every day of the week.
I can actually remember Doudrop. I remember taking on Becky Lynch for the title. I actually remember having a good match against Becky Lynch. That's when McMahon was there.
Do you think she's possibly done her neck in when she does that senton into the corner and she's probably hit her head or her neck on like the turnbuckle?
I don't know, but I mean, how many? There was a big. Oh, Doudrop's a dumb name. Triple H is letting her go back to her ICW name. Triple H is the man. Oh, now she's going to get a real push at Triple H. Pushed where? She's been pushed to the back of the line, and she doesn't like being back of the line, especially when it's the dinner line. So,
dinner time, come and get it.
Closing thoughts on Piper Niven here.
Unfortunate, but no one cares.
Aye, that. Well, I mean, I care, and I care. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care, but I care that I care to the extent that I hope she's not injured.
Yes, but my point is, she will not be a miss.
No,
just like 99% of the roster.
Yeah.
But Big E, former world champion, is he missed? No. He did more in the business than she could ever fucking dream of.
Yep.
No, but it's like it's like everything, right? See when you look back. See when like Bulldog died, Crash Holly, Yokozuna. I know death's a lot more than. See by the time like the early 2000s rocked around, see the guys like Big Boss Man, Yokozuna, Crash Holly. See when these guys sadly passed away. I'm not saying they weren't missed, but their impact on wrestling wasn't that big. It moved on.
Unlike when Eddie Guerrero dies and he's an active member and he's a main event guy, then he is a big miss. It's as simple as that. Owen Hart, active member, big star, dies, and it's a big deal.
And there's some guys that die at any age, and it's going to be massive. We've seen that with Hulk Hogan. It's like Hulk Hogan's death was bigger than Sabu's death, even though Sabu's death was sad. Like, because I mean, Sabu's I wouldn't say he's one of my favourites, but definitely one of the guys that.
Sabu's unique.
Yeah.
I mean, you appreciate Sabu's memorable because he's fucking Sabu.
Yeah.
The people today will be forgotten about.
Absolutely, but anyway, we'll move on. Unfortunate, but that's what it is.
Someone that might be missed a little bit more than Piper Niven is former WWE Women's Champion Liv Morgan. She's been out for most of 2025 after suffering a separated shoulder that required surgery.
Soldier?
Did I say soldier?
Separated soldier.
Did I say soldier?
Aye, what happened?
She got separated for a soldier, Dom. Anyway, a separated shoulder is what I meant to say. Shoulder. Earlier this year that required surgery. Honestly, man, I didn't think it looked that bad, but it was enough to obviously rule her out, and she's not been seen since. And the expectations and news coming to WWE was that she would not be ready to return to the in-ring action until early 2026. However, it's being reported that there's some optimism that she could be back a little bit sooner than that if her rehabilitation continues to go well. Multiple sources have reportedly described WWE as being, quote, very excited, unquote, about her eventual return to the active roster. Now, I don't know if I would describe myself as being excited about anything in wrestling today. What I will say is, so I do think Liv Morgan was having a pretty decent run up until Big Nose Triple H decided, no, you know what? Rhea's returned for injury, and I can't have my, China dominant, masculine-looking woman with tattoos from down under be playing second fiddle and not in the title scene, and they basically just had Rhea Ripley job out Liv Morgan.
Yep.
So I've no real no real hope that she's going to come back and get into. I mean, I think that she might never hold the women's championship again.
You could put any woman in the role of Liv Morgan. I'm not saying she's not any woman, but I feel like any woman to a degree. It's like Big E. He's not been missed. Liv Morgan's been missing for 6 months at this point. See the storyline with the Judgment Day. It was dragged out. It should have fucking ended ages
Well,
ago.
I will say I think she was one of the. I think she had one of the standout performances of 2024.
Yeah, but not the sad thing is that doesn't mean anything anymore.
No, but she was. I'd say she was in top 5.
But I always say it. I look back at 2007, right? See when Rey Mysterio and Triple H got injured at the start of the year. Seeing they came back at SummerSlam felt massive.
Absolutely.
See when she comes back, she's reset it. It just feels dead.
But she was getting jobbed out before she got injured anyway. So
No, she was, but I mean, say she just retired and did OnlyFans, you could just promote Blake Monroe into her role, and nothing. It's not. It was like we were talking about it earlier. There's guys that you can't replace.
True, but I think she's improved because I think when she first kind of started, she was a jobber.
No, she has improved, but I just don't think there's anybody. I look at this entire company, man, of people that have come into it in like the last 10 to 15 years. Is there anyone that's irreplaceable? No.
Now, Wrestle Headlines is saying, giving her strong fan following, particularly in Saudi Arabia, there's already speculation that WWE could be saving Morgan's return as a surprise moment for the WWE Royal Rumble 2026 Premium Live event, which will be held in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thoughts on that?
Well, they love her that much, they want her to dress in a bin bag, so that's how much they love her over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, to me, that's what's wrong with wrestling. Liv Morgan gone for like a year, she returns and she's going to come out covered head to toe.
Wearing a burqa, probably.
Imagine Stacey Keibler been out for a year and she comes down wearing a bin bag and she doesn't do the entrance where King can like salivate. You know, like, come on.
No, I know, but that's Saudi Arabia.
I mean,
soon we'll be doing it.
In Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia. You know when Stacey Keibler's doing the entrance and you got Scott Steiner, he's just getting the best view in the house and he's pure staring. Like, see now, he'd have to look away, wouldn't he? Like, anyway,
very gentleman Jack. Right?
Anyway, Liv Morgan set to come back.
Boring.
You no interest in no?
Nah, not a fucking Scooby snack.
Well, I think she's one of the better people on the roster right now, but who knows, maybe.
But that's where we're at. Even for one of the better people, John Cena's retirement year, I do not give a remote fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I like.
If I don't care about Big John and his last couple of dates, who am I going to care about?
Well, that is true. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer,
That guy.
WWE have big plans for Bron Breakker. Woof, 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 woof. And they are reportedly seeing him internally as the guy in WWE, and he's going to be the future face of the company, the centerpiece of WWE's next generation of main event talent. And Meltzer believes that Bron Breakker did not compete in the Battle Royal, and the decision was deliberate to leave him out, as WWE officials reportedly didn't want him involved in a match filled with placeholder challengers. The belief is that Breakker's eventual title victory should come on a grander stage than Saturday night's main event, possibly at one of WWE's marquee pay-per-view events. So, I'll just say, I think it's fucking embarrassing here that WWE believe that Bron Breakker's too good to become a champion at Saturday night main event, but Cena is not good enough. Cena's good enough to end his career. I mean, come on. That's bullshit.
This is where it's all contradictory. I would argue Bron Breakker winning the title at John Cena's last pay-per-view is bigger than Mania.
Well, I don't know about that, but they're basically saying that Saturday night's main event.
No, you say that. No, but listen, just
I do get your point.
Think. See, in 10 years from now, is it not going to be able to remember where he won the belt?
No, wait, hold
Cena's last pay-per-view.
Wait, hold on. Why couldn't he have won the belt from Cena?
Well, no, this is.
Why couldn't Cena still be champ?
This is done.
No, wait, is that? See, if you want to propel a guy as the new face of the company, could you not have had him beat Cena, the never-seen 17-time champion? Would that not have been a good time to actually give Bron Breakker the belt? Have him beat Cena in Cena's final match?
But see, this is the problem. No, you're right. But this is the problem, man. Everything's just done backwards. Braun Breaker could have been in this fucking match, and something happens. He didn't need to win it.
I just think I agree. I mean, it's mental that they think somehow having Braun Breaker in this match would like ruin him. Oh, we can't have him in this because if he doesn't win, no, you could have anything happen.
Yeah. Braun Breaker could have eliminated the 20 guys in it, and then something, fuck knows.
I mean, you could have had anything happen. I mean, didn't Becky Lynch say Seth Rollins is going to get You could have had you could have had Seth Rollins' music.
Why not Adam Pearce come out halfway through he's like, I'm removing you and Bronson Reed now.
I could have done that.
Aye. Something like that. Wouldn't that have made more sense?
Yeah, or you could have like a distraction or anything really.
Yo,
I mean,
look at that. It keeps getting compared to that Battle Royal in 2003. Booker T eliminated The Rock last. Well, did The Rock get jobbed out by that?
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock went on to have a match with Austin at Mania. He was alright.
Didn't do The Rock any harm, did it?
He went on to have a match with Hogan at No Way Out.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, it ruined The Rock. The Rock never recovered for that. Whoa.
They just never.
The Rock went from getting eliminated by Booker T to facing the two biggest stars in wrestling history over the next 2 months. So, I mean, it didn't really do The Rock any harm.
Yeah. Then he took on Goldberg, and then he fucked off and made some billions. Oh God forbid.
Killed The Rock's career. Hollywood didn't want him. You got eliminated by Booker T, sucker. We don't want you no more, sucker. Anyway, well, at least they called him sucker. I could have called him something else.
That's what Triple H does. That's what Triple H does.
Yeah, it's a 5-letter word. Now, who be kidding? Triple H uses the 6-letter version of it, doesn't he?
It's hard.
Yeah. Hard
R.
Yeah, he doesn't. The A's too polite for Triple H. Anyway, I just think that strange. Well, I actually find it disgusting that Saturday Night's main event isn't good enough for Braun Breaker to win a title, but it's good enough for Cena to retire.
No, but listen, the ratings are dead.
Yeah.
Well, why wait to Mania? What are we waiting on? It's not good enough.
Well, let's not pretend Braun Breaker's gonna get massive ratings anytime soon. But I just no, it's just mental that he needs to win the title on a greater stage, but John Cena doesn't need to retire on a greater stage.
No, but you're saying let's pretend Braun Breaker doesn't make ratings. I agree, he doesn't. But if WWE wants to push him as the guy, they obviously feel that he can make some kind of ratings.
No, I agree, but
in the future, so why not do that sooner?
Yeah, but I don't really care about the ratings. My point is they're saying that he needs to win the title on a grander stage than Saturday Night's main event, but they think Saturday Night's main event is a good enough stage for John Cena to retire at. Yeah. I get it. Cena wanted to retire. I guess he wanted to do He wanted to do a calendar year, but I think in a perfect world, Cena would be retiring at Mania.
No, I know. Absolutely, but Cena did to me, it's
or so what was Survivor
ending at the end of the year?
What was Survivor Series? When's that?
In the next couple of weeks.
Well, maybe that's too early for to lose John. Either way, John Cena's gone, and I'm gonna miss him. He's not gone yet, but Braun Breaker's not the next John Cena.
His match with AJ Styles fucking annoyed me, though.
It did, but here I'm not gonna let one match cloud my judgment. He's had a lot of dodgy matches.
Big Jam.
Batista and the duct tape. WJ Special, remember that? I thought it was pretty creative.
I thought it was alright.
A grown man, unable to answer the 10 count because he got his feet wrapped up in duct tape to the ring post. Creative,
What's so bad about that?
I don't know, it was alright,
Da, 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 da.
Anyway, let's move on. So, the NXT champion took a shot at the recently released Jasmine Next. Now, I don't think anybody really cares about this, so we're gonna sum this up in about 30 seconds.
Why are we talking about it then?
I mean, I just
thought curiosity. If no one cares, why the fuck am I talking about it?
Fuck knows. I thought it was another reason to get a hot chick on the thumbnail to try and increase views. So there you go. Piper Niven wasn't going to do it, so I had to stick Jasmine Next on it. So So recently, in a Busted Open radio interview with the NXT champion, Jacy Jane was talking about fatal influence and the fact that she's had history of having to reinvent herself and be in groups that have had to make decisions and changes to the roster and the active members of it, and she needs to basically adapt to all this stuff. And then she talked about Lacey Lane, or whatever her name is, Lacey Reed coming in. No, Laney Reed, sorry. Laney Reed coming in to replace the recently released Jasmine Nix. I mean, a lot of those names sound similar, but anyway, a lot of those words Ramen, salmon sumo. Anyway, so they teamed up this week on NXT. JC Jane and Lainey Reed, and JC Jane basically came out and says that it's still pretty soon to say anything, but we just had our first match and the chemistry was great. And then she basically said that I don't want to come out and outright say it's an improvement and an upgrade on Jasmine Nix because that sounds mean, but that's what it is. She says that Lacey Lane is huge and that she's a great worker. She's like a sponge. She listens to everything and she takes in everything really well. So basically, the talking points are here. She says that Lainey Reed is an upgrade on Jasmine Nix, and then she says that Lainey Reed is like a sponge. She listens to everything. She takes everything in really well, almost suggesting as if she's like training her, and she's like this big veteran that is learning, the new girl's learning the ropes from. This is not like a Randy Orton that is benefiting from Triple H and Ric Flair and Evolution. Let's just get that fucking right here. Come on.
It's a developmental brand. You shouldn't be deemed as a veteran on it. I think it's actually embarrassing to go down this road as this narrative.
Yeah, she's almost suggesting, Lainey Reed's in and I've taken her under my wing and she's like a sponge. She soaks in all the information from...
Well, you know what then? Lainey Reed's fucked.
If Lainey Reed's taking in information from JC Jane, then what chance has she got?
Look at people who used to take information in the past from, man. Like you just said about Orton and Batista. For Flair and...
Yeah, but that's to see if Triple H came out in 2003 and went, well, you know what? No offense to Mark Jindrak, but I'm glad he didn't make the cut because we got Batista in, and
he's a sponge.
I
use him to wash my cars.
I don't want to sound mean, but he's a big upgrade. He's like a sponge. He listens to everything you tell him. He takes everything in. Well, you could go like, oh, you know what, man? Batista is an upgrade on Mark Jindrak, and Triple H has been a pro for a long time. He's a 10-time world champion, 9-time world champion, whatever he was at that point. And he's on the top of his game. He's a main event guy. I'm sure Triple H is learning Batista the ropes. But is fucking JC Jane? Should she be teaching anybody in NXT? Can anybody really be learning anything from her?
Yeah, and I think this is everything that's wrong with wrestling now. They all think they're at some kind of level that they're just not.
Yeah, she seems to think she's like a veteran of the NXT locker room.
Yeah. It's like you're a fucking nobody.
Like, we don't really care about wrestling ability and all this shit, but I mean, it was there was like almost a I'm not gonna say a massive outrage because there's nothing really massive about wrestling these days. But see, when she won the belt from like Stephanie Fakir, I mean, people were like, "What the fuck?"
No, but see,
how's this jabroni winning the belt?
See, in the past decades, do you not feel like there was quite like your simple tiers in wrestling? You had like your mega stars, then you had your stars. Then you had like your mid-carders, jobbers, and then there's... See now, man, because how watered down it's become.
The difference between someone who's considered a main event talent and someone who's considered a jobber in WWE isn't that big.
Yeah.
But I would have considered JC Jane a jobber until she won that belt.
Yeah, like, see back in the day...
Did you ever see that happening?
No.
Did you see her beating Stephanie Fakir?
No, I didn't. But see, back in the day, they had the creative ability to book anyone well, and that goes a long way. Now they don't have the creative ability to book anyone well, and that goes for their megastars today.
Funaki was never beating Triple H for the WWE Championship, we all know
but
that.
They made me believe.
True, but it was never going to happen.
No, it was never going to happen, but they made me believe.
Yeah, anyway, she talked about JC Jane, she talked about Judy Dolan and Mandy Rose as well, who cares?
Boring.
Right, let's move on here to WWE ESPN, and a media expert was crediting WWE for the huge spike in ESPN app subscriptions, and then of course that absolute fanny Juicy Usi, or whatever he's called, Heel Usi, was on Twitter wearing this like a badge of honour, like WWE was, WWE's the ESPN subscriptions, it's going up because of WWE. First of all, right, the ESPN app thing is just recently. It's like a recent thing. It's only just came out, so there is that. Also, the NFL regular season started in like the second week of September. WWE had their first PLE on the 20th of September. This guy is crediting everybody's signing up to ESPN to WWE, but is it not possible they were signing up because the NFL season was starting back? Like, the NFL is not on from February to September. So people that are interested in NFL probably aren't going to have the ESPN app in that period of time.
I think this is just PR, a PR spin. We know the numbers, right, for the viewerships. There is no way a decent portion of that, right, are signing up to pay $30 a month. It's just not happening.
Yeah, he said on the Sports Media podcast, he says, quote, "You can see the spikes when NFL started, when college football started, and particularly late in September, when ESPN had its first PLE, WrestlePalooza. Really seeing a spike there in sign-ups. So I thought it was a really good start there for these two services." End of
Well,
quote.
I want to see this. Where are they? Where's the graphs?
Yeah, no, they're not provided any sort of graphs or any sort of subscriptions or anything like that. But, I mean, ESPN is not really promoting WWE. ESPN is talking about Major League Baseball. It's talking about NFL. It's constantly...
Let's just crunch the numbers.
No, but
right?
there's...
No, right.
Right, well...
So, WWE, across the two brands that matter, Raw and SmackDown, right, probably get, combined a week, just over 2 million views. Right? Because obviously you take out the international Netflix viewers, right? That means we're dealing with just over 2 million when you throw SmackDown into the mix, right? So, in terms of a spike, how many people are we talking? Because that's people that's watching it on Netflix, which everyone has anyway with WWE, and then USA Network, that tends to be on most TV deals, right? So, out of 2 million, so let's say 2.2 million people, give them a few extra. See, out of 2.2 million people, how many people are actually going out of their way to spend $30 for ESPN for one pay-per-view a month?
Not too sure.
Right. Let's just say 100,000 people. So let's say 1 in every 20 are doing that. 110,000 people or whatever, right? Look at the NFL and look at the viewership it does.
No, yeah,
there is no way. There is no way the spikes when the NFL restarted is less than when WWE had WrestlePalooza. I refuse to believe that's a lie. It can't be.
No, well, ESPN says that the game between the Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions last week was viewed by 18.6 million people.
Well, that's the proof, though, right? It's say they come out with a number, 500,000 people, right? We bought ESPN because of WWE, which we know is bullshit, right? But let's just say they did. Why aren't more people watching WWE for free then on free TV?
Yeah.
Why they're not watching it with a part of their Netflix subscription? It's 2025. See in the world, man, you will struggle to find a house that doesn't have a Netflix subscription.
Yeah. Now, also, there was a free trial as well. So, it is very possible that people just use the free trial for the first WWE PLE and then they're not going to...
No, but even with that, man, you would still think that the NFL would pick up more of a spike with free trials. No, I think so. This is just bullshit, man. Meltzer spoke about the numbers the other day, and he said the ESPN are fuming, and something along the lines of they've only got like 125,000 people for WWE that's checked up.
I think Meltzer's
they're making 35 million a year. Well, no, but put it this way, right? Say that estimate's right. 125,000 makes 35 million a year, and they are paying WWE 350 million a year. How many people do they need for WWE to make it worthwhile? If 125 delivers 35 million?
No, I agree. And
you would probably need an entire viewership of both shows to justify the 350 million you're spending, which you're not getting.
And a lot of these people are full of shit. This Carp guy is suggesting that ESPN, that WWE is delivering better numbers on ESPN and delivering more subscriptions than the NFL did, whereas Meltzer's saying that ESPN are unhappy compared to WWE. With WWE compared to it, and on this occasion, I'd probably agree with Meltzer. I find it hard to believe. You know, you look at NFL games. I mean, on average, like they get anything between like 15 to like high 20s when it comes to millions, and then you look at SmackDown, like 1.1 million. So I just find it hard to imagine that.
Yeah, but also, see with NFL, does that not give you like the right to every game that they show? You
I
can
believe
watch it.
ESPN Plus, yeah. So ESPN Plus, I believe, are giving you the right to select from any NFL game. It used to be called like an NFL Pass, and the NFL gave you like this pass similar to the WWE Network, where you could watch all the games, but then obviously ESPN bought that over. So ESPN will have control. They'll be able to show you all the games, whereas like the networks, they will have like a one televised game. I mean, I guess it would be similar to like in the football, the Premier League, where sometimes you'd have one game on, but with this app you get to watch all the games rather than the one televised
It's
game.
bullshit, folks, right? You're talking about 18.6 million people watched that match, right? Which means 18 times are watching that compared to SmackDown. But yet, and also, like you said, this ESPN gives you access to all the matches, so therefore you could technically combine all the viewership. If you wanted to.
Yeah, because you think about it, like say the 18 million people, that is going to be mainly made up of Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans and Detroit Lion fans. But with the ESPN app, you're going to be getting fans from all 32 teams.
And WWE's only got one show a month.
Yeah.
No, and there's no. See this, man. There's no point even entertaining it because it's utter shite. See if you actually know how. I mean, you don't. I'm not saying you need to know how business works.
Super Bowl gets over 40 million. That's
But-
all I'll say.
See when you
That's
look
like
at
a
how
tee-off.
bad the TV ratings are. There's no way they're making good money. See Meltzer saying 125,000. Even that's a stretch. That's over a tenth of people. So over a tenth of people that watch Raw spend $40 a month.
Yeah, because back.
I mean, the only thing I would say is their arenas do near enough sell out, and that's like thousands. So maybe the same sad fucks that are cramming into these arenas every couple of days are somehow spending it in ESPN as well.
I mean, what I would say is when WWE stopped doing pay-per-views, they were doing well under 100,000 buy rates,
And that's when it was good.
or at least better than this.
Aye.
I mean, well, if you look at the TV ratings were way better.
Yeah.
The TV ratings were more than double
Yeah.
what they are now.
So the TV ratings were about 3, are they? Near 3?
I think it was probably closer. It was closer to 3 million. It was around 2.5 to 3 million
Well,
for Raw.
Yeah, then you add in SmackDown. Yeah, you're right. They're near doing triple back then, but the buy rates were under 80,000. You say?
Yeah, obviously
so
that was
obviously-
that. Well, that was for like lesser. Obviously, your WrestleManias would be higher, but let's say your Capital Punishments. I mean, I think there was one event in 2014 where WWE did like 49,000, and that was probably where McMahon's like, right, we need a subscription base because no one's buying this shit. But I don't know. I find it hard to believe that like more than double the amount of people are happy to pay £30 now for WWE, but they weren't back when you had like Cena on the roster and you still had like the odd Undertaker match and shit like that and the odd Triple H match.
I agree, but we'll move on for ESPN because we've talked enough shite on it.
And finally, Vince Russo said, did Linda McMahon ever care about Vince McMahon kissing the WWE divas? And he came out and said no. In his recent podcast, he says, quote, they were separated for years and years and nobody knew about it, so she probably couldn't have cared less at that point. End of quote. Interesting. I wonder how long, if what Russo's saying is true, I wonder how long Vince and Linda have been separated. And also, have you ever really recalled seeing Vince and Linda together, like outside?
No.
Like photographed?
I'll tell you what, man, that makes the whole hush money thing even fucking worse, doesn't it? Especially if they weren't together.
Yeah.
That was simply just to protect an image rather than any form of
Yeah, saving a
relationship.
marriage. If what Vince Russo is saying is legit.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not surprised.
Now, it did become public knowledge that in 2022 that they weren't together, but I wonder for how long before that they weren't together.
Well, they didn't get a divorce, did they?
No, they're still married,
Aye, yeah.
but they're separated.
Aye.
Well, you wonder what's the point? Maybe it could be religious beliefs, because it certainly wasn't for their kids. I highly doubt Vince McMahon said to Linda, "Here, 50, we can't do this to Shane O'Mac. He's 48. It'll break his heart. We gotta stay married, Linda.
He's got him
Pots and pans, Linda."
He's got him jumping off Titantrons, but
Maybe that's why Shane started jumping off things. He thought his parents were getting a divorce, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I can't be having this."
it can't happen.
But so what's your thoughts on that? Also,
It makes a bit more sense, doesn't it?
yeah, this article, Wrestle headlines talked about Linda as well being part of the Trump cabinet, and saying that her role has drawn criticism due to her lack of an education background and it's in credentials. And it's like, hold on here, have you seen some of the people in fucking politics? And you want to have a go at Linda McMahon for not having credentials? How come? Under every like liberal administration, the health secretary is some fat cunt.
Yeah.
Trying to lecture us on what's healthy to eat and what's not.
Yeah.
But then people say that Kennedy, Kennedy Jr. People say that Kennedy Jr.'s not.
You've got people lecturing Kennedy on like the human body.
You seen his body?
I know, but yes, but these are the same people that think men can have kids.
Yeah,
Give birth to kids.
Or people that are like massively obese and like 150 pounds overweight.
I know, it's a joke.
But they're saying that Kennedy Jr. can't be
Kennedy.
Anyway, guys, that's it.
I'm declaring war on fat autistic kids. Not because they're fat and autistic, just because they're fat and autistic.
Yes. Anyway, that's it. You know, Vince McMahon, lucky guy, had a. Look at him. Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, Stacey Keibler, Sateable.
Alright, there, aye. I know, fuck it, it's a good resume.
You almost end at 30 minutes there of hard work, so. Yeah, you're damn right. No, but I mean, McMahon must like blondes.
Doesn't like Linda, though, does he?
I
don't like her 2003 film.
No, I prefer the old one, but aye, McMahon, what a guy. You know what? There was claims made about McMahon and Sarah Stark, and we'll make a video on that later because she's came out and defended him, said he was a great guy.
What a guy.
So anyway guys, McMahon, great guy. Till next time, peace.